So we're going to start in a child's pose today. So just make your way there. So you can take an either narrow-legged or a wide-legged child's pose. It's up to you. So starting on the knees, bring the toes together, and then either taking the knees wide if you're going for wide-legged, or just dropping the hips back to the bum, and then lowering your chest down. Take the arms around and lower your forehead down onto the mat. Beautiful. Yes, perfect. And then just close down the eyes here. Start to bring your awareness to your breath. Just taking these first few moments to arrive on your mat and in your space and in your body. Lengthening out through the inhales and exhales. So with each inhale, really expanding through all three sides of the chest. So into the back, into the sides, and then as you exhale, sinking down really deep into those hips, into the ground. And for now, you can breathe in and out through the nose, or you can breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Starting to check in with the body, noticing what's alive in your body today. Checking in with the mind. Where are you mentally today? Checking in emotionally. And just using this as a point of reference then for your practice. Tuning in so you can decide if you want to push yourself or pull it back and take it a little slower or a little easier. This is your practice, so I'm just here as a guide to facilitate, so everything is just an invitation. With yoga, it's not about forcing ourselves, so allow it to feel good and take what you need from the practice this morning or this afternoon. On your next inhale, sweep your arms around out in front of you, press them into the mat. And then press yourself up so you come into an all fours position. So maybe readjusting the hands as you need. So hands are shoulder width apart. Spread wide through the fingertips. Knees are hip width apart. Toes are untucked. Good, yeah. Shins are parallel. And you have this neutral spine. Yeah, really nice. On an inhale, drop the belly, lift the bum. Draw the chest forwards, lift the chin. Cow pose, good. On the exhale, tuck the chin, press into the ground, round the spine, tuck the bum. Cat pose, beautiful. Inhale. Cow pose, open, good. Exhale, round. So we'll just do a few more rounds here to the rhythm of your own breath. So exhale to round, inhale to open. And really taking your time here so you can close down the eyes and start to tune back inwards again. I'm just starting to warm up through the spine here. So really allowing yourself to take the full length of each movement, following through the breath. So we're not just rushing into cat and cow pose. So each part of the transition is part of the pose as well. Beautiful. Let's do 2 more rounds here. And as you next exhale, come back to neutral, tuck the feet, press into the hands, and start to lift your tailbone up. Find a downward facing dog, being mindful of the wrist here. Taking a nice big bend through the knees just to start off with this one. And then you can start to pedal out through the legs, stretching out through those hamstrings. Especially if you're a cyclist, those hamstrings get really tight. So really taking the pedal out. And you can move that pedal out into the hip, so as you bend one knee, you can drop into the hip as well. Good. Yeah, really nice. And then come back to stillness in your downward facing dog. So there's no need to necessarily straighten the legs if you're super tight. So what we want to focus on is straightening out through the torso in downward facing dog. So if that means you bend the knees, that's totally fine, rather than trying to straighten and then round through the spine. Yeah, good. Inhale, rise up onto the balls of the feet. Tiptoe your feet all the way up to the top of the mat. Feet meet the hands. Take the feet hip width apart. Fold over your hips. Grab hold of the opposite elbows with the hands. And then allow the head to hang heavy. And then find a sway side to side. Ragdoll here. Yeah, good. Maybe you want to take a shake or a nod of the head, relaxing out through the neck. Nice. Yes, good. Continuing with those long inhales and exhales. On your next exhale, come back through center, release the hands down, ground down into the heels, bend the knees, and then roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Keeping the head down, shoulders and head come up last. Good. Roll the shoulders back as you come up, and then level your chin parallel to the ground. Bring your feet together, big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Beautiful. Draw the palms facing forwards. Good. Tadasana, mountain pose. Close down the eyes here. And we'll take 3 releasing breaths. Take a long inhale through the nose. Sigh out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Sigh out through the mouth. One more like that. Inhale through the nose. And sigh out through the mouth. And then just taking your hands together in prayer in front of heart center. Keeping the eyes closed down and just setting an intention for your practice today. Maybe just taking whatever you need from the practice as your intention, or the offering or invitation today, simply working with the intention of presence. So whenever you find yourself wandering in thoughts, coming back to the breath and the body. On your next inhale, blink open the eyes. Sweep the arms up to the sky, gaze up. Exhale, bow forwards, hinging from the hips. Good. Plant the hands. Bend the knees if you need. On an inhale, take a halfway lift through the torso. Plant the hands on the shin. Good. Exhale, bow forwards, plant the hands, step back through a high plank. Hands directly under the shoulders. Good. Exhale, bend the knees, lower them down to the mat, untuck the feet. Bend the elbows, lower chest and chin. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, baby cobra. Good. Exhale, lower, tuck the feet, press back, downward facing dog. Really nice. Good. And you can start to engage, if you'd like, that Ujjayi, victorious breath pranayama. So breathing in and out through the nose with a slight constriction of the throat. So you start to breathe audibly as you inhale and exhale. So it kind of sounds like the waves of the ocean or Darth Vader, whichever one you want to go for. So we'll do one sun salutation A, Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, rise up onto the balls of the feet. And tiptoe your feet all the way up to the hands. Top of the mat, bow forwards. Inhale, find that halfway lift again. Bring the hands to the shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, sweep the arms up to the sky, gaze up. Exhale, Tadasana, draw your hands down by your sides. Good. Inhale, take the arms up, gaze up. Bow forwards as you exhale. Plant the hands. Inhale, find that halfway lift. Exhale, bow forwards, plant the hands, step back through high plank. And we'll take that modified vinyasa, bend the knees down to the mat, untuck the feet, bend the elbows, lower chest and chin. Inhale, roll back, baby cobra. Exhale, lower, tuck the feet, downward facing dog. Good. Come back to your breath in downward facing dog. Sun Salutation B, Surya Namaskara B. Inhale, sweep your right heel up to the sky, three-legged dog. Keep the left heel down on the mat, square off through the shoulders. Good. Exhale, sweep the right leg forwards, land the foot between the hands, and just come up onto the fingertips to stabilize. Then we're going to lower the left heel, ground down into that front foot. Inhale, rise up with control, warrior one. Nice. Oh, it's frozen. Yeah, turn your left foot in a little bit more towards the front of the mat. So you have a little bit more space to turn your hips towards the front. Yeah, good. Breathing here. Tuck the tailbone, knit the ribs in, lower the shoulders away from the ears, fingertips going long towards the ceiling. Good. Beautiful. Exhale, bow forwards, plant the hands. Step back through high plank, and then your choice. You can go again with the modified vinyasa, or if you want to go full vinyasa, tilt forwards, bend to 90-degree angles, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, beautiful. Come back to the breath here. Let's take it over on the other side. Inhale, left heel to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, sweep it forwards, land the foot, so ground down through the foot first, come up onto the fingertips, lower the right heel, and then rise up, warrior one, left side. Yes, beautiful. So really pressing hard into that left foot, so you really find that sense of groundness in the legs. Beautiful. Breathing here. Find those long, steadying breaths. Exhale, bow forwards, plant the hands, step back through high plank, and vinyasa, full or modified. So full tilt forwards, chaturanga. Good. Inhale, upward facing dog, untuck the feet. Good. Inhale, downward facing dog. Or exhale, sorry. Let's take 10 rounds of breath here in downward facing dog. Grounding down through the heels, pressing into the hands, drawing your tailbone up towards the sky. Good. Yes, really good. Really nice. Let's go for 2 more rounds of breath here. Inhale, sweep your right heel to the sky again, three-legged dog. Exhale, sweep it forwards, land the foot between the hands. This time we're coming up onto the ball of the left foot, ground down into the right, sweep the arms up, crescent lunge. So almost the same as warrior one. Yeah, good, except we're on the ball of this back foot. So inhale, lift up onto this back foot, coming up a little bit higher. Yeah, good. And then, so you're really active through this back leg, and then without changing the leg at all, just sink back down a little bit. Nice. So really strong in this leg. Inhale, draw the fingertips really long towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring them together in prayer in front of heart center. Inhale, tilt forwards, finding a diagonal line from the crown of your head all the way to the back heel. Good, yeah, breathing here. And then on an exhale, start to twist towards the right. Let me turn around. So you're pressing out through that back heel, hands are together in prayer in front of heart center, strong front leg, twist towards the right, using the strength of the belly. Yeah, good. Then hook the left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Press your prayer towards center. Good, yeah. Press into that back heel to help stabilize. Good, yeah, breathing here. Beautiful. Exhale, slowly start to come back through center. Lower the left heel down, open the arms, find warrior two on the right side. This side. Good, yeah. Yeah, sorry, I'm turning back and forth, it's confusing. So legs are just like warrior one, arms are extended. On an inhale, flip the palms towards the ceiling as you open up through the shoulders. So creating space here through the chest. And then as you exhale, just flip the palms back down. See if you can do that without moving your shoulders at all. Good. Inhale, tilt towards the right, using your right arm to draw yourself forwards. Flip the right palm, sweep the right arm up towards the sky, drop the left hand to your left leg, reverse warrior. Good. Gazing up towards that right hand. And then see if you can sink 1 inch deeper back into that right leg. Good. As you breathe, sending breath through that entire right side body. Yeah, really nice. Exhale, use this right arm to bring yourself back through center. Windmill the arms, plant the hands, step back through high plank. Move through a vinyasa, full or modified. Tilt forwards, chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Yes. 5 rounds of breath here. Come back to the breath. So we use downward facing dog as this reset pose. Child's pose is also always an option whenever you need, if you need more of a reset than downward facing dog. All right, let's take it over on the other side. Inhale, sweep the left heel up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, sweep the leg forwards, land the foot between the hands, ground into the left foot, rise up, crescent lunge, left side. Yes, good. Yeah, find stability, find steadiness. Inhale, rise up a bit higher on that back leg. Find that strong back leg, and then exhale, lower down. Inhale, draw the fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the palms together. Draw them in front of heart center. Good. Inhale, tilt forwards. Diagonal line. Exhale, twist to the left. Hook the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Press your prayer into the center. Gaze over that left shoulder. Good. Press into that right heel. Find steadiness. Find stability. Breathing here. Exhale, start to twist back towards the center. Lower the right heel, open the arms, warrior 2, left side. Nice. Yes, good. Inhale, let's do that opening again. So flip the palms towards the ceiling, opening through the shoulders. Exhale, just turn the hands back without moving the shoulders at all. Good. Tuck the bum a little bit. Gazing over that left hand. Yes. Inhale, tilt towards the left. Flip the left palm, sweep it up to the sky. Drop the right arm to the right leg. Reverse warrior, left side. Nice. Long breaths, breathing into that left side body. Beautiful. Inhale, use this left arm to draw yourself back through center. Windmill the arms, plant the hands, step back through high plank. Good. And vinyasa. Tilt, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, untuck the feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find the breath. Beautiful. 10 rounds of breath here to reset. Prepare for the next segment. Long, steady breaths. Let's take 2 more rounds here. On an inhale, rise up onto the balls of the feet. Wave the body forwards, come into a high plank. And if you need, you can come down onto the knees if this is too much on the wrists. Place your right hand directly under your face in the center of the mat. Bring the toes together. Roll yourself onto the outer edge of the right foot. Press into the right hand. Sweep the left arm up to the sky. Option here, you can step the left leg forward or you can drop the right knee. gaze towards that left hand. Good. Breathing here, remembering to breathe. Really pressing into that right shoulder, strong lower arm. Good. Exhale, gaze back down to the mat. Drop the left hand, replace your right hand, come back to that high plank. And we'll take it straight into the other side. Coming down onto the knees if you need. So same thing, other side, left hand comes directly under the face at the center of the mat. Feet together, roll onto the outer edge of the left foot, press into the left hand, sweep the right arm up. Same options on this side. Good, gaze up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Where's the breath? Can you find steadiness even in the breath, even as you find strength in the pose? Exhale, gaze back down. Drop the right hand, reset the left, and press yourself back, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, rise up onto the balls of the feet, and just walk the feet up to the hands at the top of the mat again. Forward fold. Feet can be together or hip width apart. Inhale, find that halfway lift. Exhale, bow forwards. Inhale, ground down into the heels. Sweep the arms up to the sky. Gaze up. Exhale, Tadasana, hands by your sides. Good. So bring the feet together with the big toes touching and the heels slightly apart. Yeah, that's good. I don't need to see your head. So start to shift your weight into your right foot and then draw your left leg up towards your chest. Wrap your hand around it, flex the foot. So just find a nice stretch here into this left leg for a moment. And you can take a micro bend in the right leg to help with the balance. Yeah, good. And then slowly start to release this left leg. Arms can be by the sides for a moment. Start to bend more into this right leg, wrap the left leg around, finding eagle legs. So option just single wrap, like if you're crossing your legs, or you can go for a double if you'd like. Whatever is accessible or more comfortable. Yeah, and then stabilizing through that standing leg. Good. Good. Once you find balance, inhale, take the arms up to the sky. As you exhale, cross your left arm under your right, wrap the arms, single or double wrap, so your back of the hands can be touching, or you can bring the palm to palm. And then sink into the hips a little bit more, round the shoulders back, lift the elbows up. Good. Yes. Breathing here. Find a stable point of focus to help with the balance. Good. Inhale, start to unravel everything, the arms, the legs. Lift this left leg up. Take a hold of it with the left hand, open it out to the side. Good. And then come to place it either on the inside of the shin or on the inside of the thigh. Whichever one is accessible, as long as you're not placing it on the knee. So whichever one feels most comfortable for you today. And then wherever you're at, a couple options for the hands. Hands can be at the hips, in prayer in front of heart center, or you can reach the arms up to the sky for tree pose, Vrikshasana. Good, and you can always take a micro bend in that standing leg as well. Breathing here. Again, finding that stable point of focus, or maybe closing down the eyes and seeing how that affects your balance, having a little play with it. Good. Exhale, slowly drop the arms, drop the leg, and then just take a little shake out through the arms, through the legs. Yeah, good. And come back to center. We'll take it over on the other side. So big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Shift the weight into the left foot this time. Draw the right knee up into the chest, flex the foot, grab hold of the knee. Let's find that stretch again. Again, you can micro bend the left leg. We're just opening up through the hip on each side each time. Good. And then slowly start to release this right leg. Start to bend the left, wrap the right leg around. Single or sitting a bit deeper, you can hook the toes behind. Both are totally fine. And then either hands to hips, prayer in front of heart center, or arms to the sky. Oh no, sorry, that's tree pose. We're still doing eagle. So take the arms up as you inhale. As you exhale this time, wrap the right arm under the left. Interlace the hands. Palms, yeah, shoulders, totally fine. Breathing here, find that stable point of focus again. Finding stillness, yeah, feel into those wobbles. On your next inhale, start to unravel, start to lift the arms up, right leg goes up, and then grab a hold of it with the right arm, open it out to the side, placing it wherever you want. And this can be different than the other side, so we're not symmetrical, so whichever one you took on the other side might not be what you go for here. Then finding the balance, and then either hands to hips, prayer, or up towards the sky. And then finding the balance, finding that stable point of focus, and then maybe closing down the eyes and playing with the balance. Good. Yeah, come back in if you fell out. That's all part of it. Losing our balance, finding balance again. Good. Exhale, drop the leg, drop the arms. Take a little shake again. Yeah, good. Beautiful. And then just come back to find stillness at the top of your mat. Big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Inhale, take the arms up to the sky, gaze up. Exhale, bow forwards. Plant the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back through high plank. And your choice, you can move through a vinyasa or go straight back to downward facing dog. Totally up to you. Good, upward facing dog, yes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Coming back to the breath here. And we'll do a little walk through to seated. So inhale, rise up onto the balls of the feet. Tiptoe your feet all the way up to your hands. And then just roll yourself down onto your bum. However you'd like to get there. Doesn't have to be graceful. And immediately as you find your seat, start to bend the knees, lift your shins up parallel to the ground. Navasana, boat pose. Good. So really use the strength of the lower belly. Yeah, you can grab the knees behind the legs to help find support. Yeah, good. And then as you're here, roll the shoulders back. See if you can lift your chest forwards as if you're puffing up your chest. Beautiful, yes, good. And then see if you can find the breath here, steadying through the breath. Exhale, slowly start to drop your legs down to the mat. Good, finding a seat. And then if you have a block, otherwise a cushion is good if you have something nearby. Yeah, perfect. So just placing it under your bum. So we don't want to be completely seated on it, but just kind of towards the edge so you tilt your tailbone forwards. Yeah, good. Legs extended out in front of you. Flex up through the feet. Toes are drawing back towards your head. And actually, let's just bend up through the knees a little bit. Yeah, good. And then on an inhale, take your arms up to the sky. Find a big long stretch. As you exhale, tilt from the hips. Start to draw your chest forwards, drawing them down towards your thighs. And then once you hit your thighs, you can drop your hands down. And if you'd like to take it further, you can start to extend the the heels, and start to straighten. Otherwise, just staying with the bend. So just taking it to wherever you have a nice stretch. Allow the head to hang heavy. Good, yeah, breathing here. And maybe your legs start to extend along the mat as you find a sense of release here. So just using your breath, allowing breath and gravity to kind of do the work for you here. And maybe you want to close down the eyes again. Bring that gaze inwards. Two more breaths here. See if you can continue to find a sense of release. On your next inhale, slowly start to roll yourself back up to an upright position. Good. Yeah, release the prop. So take away the pillow or the brick. Good, yeah. And then just extend the arms out in front of you, round through the spine, and we're going to lower down for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, squeeze the belly, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Land down on your mat. Beautiful. And just notice how it feels to arrive here on your mat, on your back. Taking some nice deep breaths. On your next inhale, draw your right knee into your chest and wrap your hands around it. Just tuck it down towards your chest. Squeeze it in. Nice. Good. And then shift your hips over to the right side of the mat. So you can use that. Yeah, good. And then tuck your foot, your right foot, behind the left knee. Grab hold of the right leg with the left hand and then start to draw this right leg over to the left side. Yeah. Extend the right arm out to the side, or cactus arm, whatever you have space for. Good, yeah. And then head also rolls over to the right. Beautiful side stretch here. Again, you can close down the eyes and just notice anywhere you might be carrying tension still, maybe in the toes or fingers, maybe around the eyes or the jaw. Just see if you can further relax in those spaces and release them. On your next inhale, drawing the right knee back towards center, reset the hips, and then extend the right leg. Inhale, draw the left knee in to the chest. Wrap the hands around it. Draw it in towards your chest. And this time, shift the hips over to the left side. Hook the left foot behind the right knee. Start to draw that left leg over to the right side. Left arm comes out to the side. Head rolls over to the left. Good. Close down the eyes, keeping both shoulders down on the mat. And then noticing any last little subtle areas that need to relax a little bit further. Maybe around the collarbone. On your next inhale, start to draw that left leg back to center. Reset the hips. Setting up for Shavasana, our final resting pose. So I invite you to grab a pillow or blanket or anything to make yourself a little bit more comfortable as you find Shavasana. So you can place a pillow under your knees or under your head. You can grab a blanket, whatever you'd like. So just settling down, and then once you're ready, taking the feet wide on the mat, dropping the toes out to the side. Palms are facing the sky. Eyes are closed down. And releasing any control of the breath here. And we'll be here for a few minutes, and I'll be here to guide you out. So enjoy your time for yourself here on your mat. Starting to lengthen the inhales and exhales, bringing some new breath back into the body, starting to bring a little bit of movement back into the fingers and toes, circling out through the wrists and ankles, drawing your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around them, give yourself a little squeeze. And then slowly rolling yourself over onto the right side or whichever side is available. And when you're ready, making your way up to a comfortable seat. Closing down the eyes. And allowing the hands to rest in the lap on the knees or one hand on top of the other at the heart space. And we'll close together with one releasing round of breath. Long inhale through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. Blinking open the eyes, take a soft gaze, come back into your space. Thank you for your practice.